Introducing the IP command, a modern network configuration and routing tool. This is a powerful command line utility for Linux systems. It replaces older networking tools like ifconfig, route, and netstat. The IP command provides comprehensive network management capabilities within a single, unified interface. Let's explore why you should use the IP command. One of the key advantages is that it is a comprehensive tool that replaces multiple legacy utilities. It offers a more consistent syntax and output format compared to older tools. It supports modern networking features and protocols, and is included by default in most Linux distributions. Comparing legacy commands to modern IP commands, instead of using ifconfig, you would use IP address. Instead of using route, you would use IP route. Instead of netstat, you can use the ss command or the IP command. And instead of ARP, you would use IP neighbor. Let's understand the basic syntax of the IP command. The general syntax is IP followed by options, then an object, then a command, and finally arguments. Common objects include link for network device operations, address for protocol address management, route for routing table management, neighbor for neighbor or ARP tables, and rule for routing policy database. Some common options include -c or --color to output with color highlighting, -br or --brief for brief output format, -s or --stats to output with statistics, and -d or -details to output with more details. Now let's explore how to manage network interfaces with the IP link command. Some common interface operations include using the command IP link show to display information about all network interfaces, the command IP -br link show to show interfaces in brief format, the command IP link set device ETH0 up to enable a network interface, and the command IP link set device ETH0 down to disable a network interface. Here is an example output. If you type IP-br link show, the output will show the loopback interface, which is usually named as LO, the Ethernet interface, which is usually named as ETH0, and the wireless LAN interface, which is usually named as WLAN0, along with their status. Let's learn about managing IP addresses with the IP address command. Common IP address operations include IP address show to display IP addresses for all interfaces, IP address show device ETH0 to show IP addresses for a specific interface, IP address add followed by the IP address such as 192.168.10/24 device ETH0 to add an IPv4 address to an interface, an IP address delete followed by the IP address such as 192.168.10/24 device ETH02. Remove an IP address from an interface. Here is an example output. If you type IP-br address show, the output will show the loopback interface with the IP address 127.0.0.1, the Ethernet interface with the IP address 192.168.100, and the wireless LAN interface along with their status. Let's explore how to manage routes with the IP route command. Common routing operations include IP route show to display the routing table, IP route get 8.8.8.8 to show which route a packet would take, IP route add followed by the network such as 192.168.0/24 via the gateway IP address such as 192.168.1 to add a new route via gateway, and IP route delete followed by the network such as 192.168.2.0/24 to delete a route from the routing table. Here is an example output. If you type IP route show, the output will show the default gateway, the network and device associated with the Ethernet interface, and the network and gateway. Now let's learn how to manage the ARP cache with the IP neighbor command. The IP neighbor command manages the ARP cache for IPv4 and neighbor discovery cache for IPv6, which map IP addresses to MAC addresses on the local network. Common neighbor operations include IP neighbor show to display the neighbor table, which is the ARP cache, IP neighbor show device ETH0 to show neighbors for a specific interface, IP neighbor add followed by the IP address such as 192.168.1.5, Then the hardware address followed by a MAC address such as 00:11:22:33:44:55 device ETH0 to add a static ARP entry, and IP neighbor. Delete followed by the IP address such as 192.168.1.5 device ETH0 to delete an entry from the ARP cache. Here is an example output. If you type IP neighbor show, the output will show the IP address, device, MAC address, and state of each neighbor. Let's explore viewing network statistics with the IP command. To view network statistics, you can use the command IP-s link show to display interface statistics, and IP-s link show device ETH0 to show statistics for a specific interface. Here is an example output. If you type IP-s link show device ETH0, the output will show the interface number, interface name, and its attributes, followed by the transmit and receive statistics for bytes, packets, errors, drop packets, overrun, and multicast. Let's delve into some advanced features of the IP command, including policy routing and network namespaces. Policy routing involves using the IP rule command to manage policy routing rules that determine which routing table to use. For example, IP rule add from 192.168.1.0/24 table 10 allows routing based on source address, destination, or other criteria. Network namespaces involve using the ipnettance command to create isolated network environments with their own interfaces and routing tables. For example, ipnettance add container 1 is essential for containerization and network virtualization. In summary, the IP command is a comprehensive tool that provides a unified interface for network configuration, replacing multiple legacy tools. Common objects include link, address, route, neighbor, rule, and nettance, each handling different aspects of networking. It supports advanced networking features like policy routing and network namespaces, and follows a consistent syntax of IP, options, object, command, and arguments. For further resources, you can use the command man IP, IP help, or IP-v. Thank you. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.